Good day everyone. For today's lesson, we will discuss what compound interest is. For our objectives, first is to define what compound interest. Second, describe the components involved in calculating compound interest. And lastly, analyze the given problems that shows how to calculate future and present value. In compound interest, it's not about earning a little extra on your savings, but it's the exponential growth. Why? For example, I have 100 pesos and put it in a bank, and they promise to put 10% interest each year. After 1 year of waiting, I now have a 110 pesos. And the next year, that 110 pesos of mine will have a 10% interest again. That makes it, and now I have 121 pesos, and that grows faster every year. Here is because compound interest is the interest earned on your previously earned interest added to the principal or present value. That's the definition of compound interest. Now, when solving, aside from the present value and interest rate, it also uses frequency of conversion, nominal and periodic rate, and the number of conversion. When we talk about frequency of conversion, it is the number of times the interest will be added to the present value. It may be annually or 1 year, semi-annually or 2, quarterly or 4, bi-monthly or 6, and monthly or 12. Now, in terms of rate, we have nominal or periodic rate. We will use it depending on the given problem. Nominal rate is the annual interest rate, while periodic rate is the annual interest rate per frequency of conversion. Lastly is the number of conversion. It is the product of frequency of conversion, or we will use the formula to solve this in n equals m times t, or number or frequency of conversion times time. Now we have these two problems about compound interest. Problem 1 is, there is a young professional in Makati receive a 300,000 pesos bonus. He deposits this into a digital bank like CIMB or Maya that offers a promotional rate of 6% compounded monthly. How much will be in his account after 5 years, assuming no other transaction? Analyzing the problem, the given are present value, which is 300,000, nominal rate, which is 6% or 0.06, and 60 for our n because it is compounded monthly, which we have a number of conversion of 12. Multiply it to 5 years, that's why it's 60. Now, how much will be in his account after 5 years, assuming no other transaction? So we will use the formula for maturity value or future value, which is F equals P times 1 plus R over M raised to the power of N. Now, let's substitute our given to the formula that we will be using. So it will be F equals 300,000 times 1 plus 0.06 over 12 raised to the power of 60. Solve the following inside the parentheses, which will give us the answer of 1.005, and then multiply it to 60 times, or 1.005 raised to the power of 60, which is the answer is 1.348850153, and then multiply it to the present value, which 300,000, that give us the answer of future value, which is F equals to 404,655.05. For our second problem, Bea wants to have 100,500,000 in 10 years to pay for her child's college tuition at UAAP school. How much must she deposit today in a trust fund managed by BDO that guarantees an 8% return compounded semi-annually? Analyzing the problem, the given are future value, which is 1,500,000 for her child's college tuition in the future. Nominal rate is 8% or 0.08 and 20 for our N. Because it is compounded semi-annually, which we have number of conversion of 2, multiply it to 10 years. That's why it becomes 20. Now, the problem is how much Mashi deposits today in a trust fund. So we will use the formula for present value, which is P equals F times 1 plus R raised to the power of negative N. Now let's substitute our given to the formula that we will be using. So it will be P equals to 1,500,000 times 1 plus 0.08 raised to the power of negative 20. Solve the following inside the parentheses, which will give us the answer of 1.08, and then 1.08 raised to the power of negative 20, which the answer is 0.2145482074, and then multiply it to the future value, which is 1,500,000. That gives us the answer for our present value, which is P equals 321,822.31. That's all for today's lesson. I hope you guys learned something about compound interest. Thank you.